Between when a man is born and when he dies, a lot happens in between. And now we're going to talk about something very interesting that happens in between those two moments, and that's when you're living. And one thing about living that I know so well is that when we're in love, we live our best. And being in love kind of sounds like being in a relationship. And so, on this very show today, now, we are about to delve into the deep, the sweet, the sour, the troubled sweet waters of relationships. So, I gotta ask you this. Alpha, you get relationship, Abi, it don't spoil, Abi, the one where you delay build, person don't come out the roof, or person don't come build down for you. Anyhow, Abi, let's talk about it. Now, with these married gentlemen, it means they have gone through the test of relationships and somehow they gave the ring and collected a yes. Let's see how far the journey be, how it been be and how it be now. Welcome to this show. All right, gentlemen. How do I do?
They were gallant. I gallant. I don't know if you gallant.
I full ground, man.
How was last night? Oh, that question is absolutely wrong, especially because I was not there with you. But did you sleep well?
Sure, I did.
And you?
Absolutely, I did.
Oh, you guys look quite healthy.
Thank you
very much.
So, how long now since you've been in the institution of marriage?
Yeah, about 3 years and some months. I'll be 4 years in it on the 4th of November this year.
Amazing. You keep dates. That's something we don't do a lot.
Of course I do.
Amazing. You do?
Yes, I do.
How long are you in this business?
Well, officially, not up to a year. Unofficially, 5 to 6, 7 years.
Uncle has been dating somebody's daughter for 5 to 6 years.
Thinking about dating, sir, I've been there for about 5 years plus. Dating
Then
the
she'll be
same
doing
woman.
10 now.
Oh.
She'll be doing 10.
Okay, let's add it to what is happening now.
doing
It's,
10.
it's about 8 years, getting to 9.
Sure, I mean 7.
Damn, you guys, wait. You dated someone's daughter for about 5
Yeah,
good
sure,
years?
sure I did.
And you had about 5 good years?
I did for
I'm
5
sorry,
years.
is that the template?
It's not a template.
Why did it
It's-
have to take you guys so long to finally move to marriage?
A lot of things come in between the moment you find a girl and when you get to give her the ring and ask for the yes answer.
And mind you, don't just rush into marriage. You
Absolutely.
take your time.
You take your time and
Study
plan
the
for
person, she studies you, you study her, you know.
Yeah.
Every other
I
thing.
thought nobody ever graduates from studying something.
You never graduate.
You know.
But there is a preliminary stage, an initial stage where you have to know the person.
Yeah.
The basis of the person's basics. That's important. The things you love about the person, the things you hate about the person, and find out if you can manage them.
Beautiful.
If you
Manage.
if you can coordinate yourself managing those things, or if they're going to break you. If they're going to break you, walk away. If you can manage and tolerate them and then endure and sacrifice and compromise to stay together, then you go ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about your checklists
Yes.
before you gave her the ring. So I'm going to begin with you, Mr.
Okay,
Daniel.
okay.
At what point did you know that this was the woman? This was your missing rib,
Yeah.
as the Bible would put it.
Wow.
And let's
Quite-
not forget that there may have been so many
Options.
options, distractions.
Yeah, sure. I had so many options.
Uh-huh.
I had so many options.
See you bragging
know.
now.
I'm not bragging,
Before
you know. God took time. He created us well.
Yes.
So, you know,
Oh.
we get to see people. They get to see us. We get to choose, you know, make our choices. And I was very
You have
careful.
to invite Thunder now.
I was very careful not to make the wrong choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That point, I sat down and I knew, okay, this woman can take care of my home. She can fix things when I'm not around. She can do some stuff. I knew she would be my wife. That point where I sat and if I travel now, this girl will carry my team, go give person.
Eh?
That point, I knew she
Uncle, wait,
she was someone that
wait.
you okay, go ahead now.
Carry your thing, like your TV for house.
We know our thing.
That's about a trust issue.
We know
actually.
our thing.
Yes.
You know our thing. That point, okay, fine. She won't do that.
Yes.
I'll just give it to her. That point, every other thing can come in. When you reach that point, you don't nail her.
So when you absolutely trusted her,
Beautiful.
that she wouldn't cheat on you,
Beautiful.
that was when you knew that That was your woman.
Yeah.
So was it like, were there times when you felt somebody was going to take her away from you in these 5 years, and so somehow that drove you to quickly
That was the
run to
moment.
the
That was
market?
that was the moment I started looking for money.
Eh?
I had a very strong contender.
Yay.
Yes.
Baby girls,
And,
have contender. It's an inspiration.
That's why I keep telling ladies, when you're dating, I said that before, when you're dating, have a plan B.
Eh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Have a plan
We'll come
B.
to that
You may not be doing stuff with the person, but just have a plan B in case this brother do anyhow. You just you somebody they check me some hello,
Yeah, sure. I
hello,
support
you
that.
know. From there you can build something. I knew something was happening, but I trusted her. Sure, I know she won't go. She won't do that stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So the moment the guy started calling and calling and calling, something happened. We had a misunderstanding, and there were times she comes over, stays for some time, and she goes back. I noticed this particular number calling her all the time, and I have to be reasonable. I don't have to, fight with her to know what is wrong. I called her, baby, what's up now? Who be this one? She told me, and she was sincere.
Okay.
She told me, you remember, because I said something while we were quarreling. I said something. I said that in fact I'm tired of this thing. I don't want this thing again. You just go, you know. She said the moment I made that statement, she started considering someone else. Yeah, she told me. I was like, inside of me, oh Jesus, does it mean I'll lose this beautiful girl? I said, no, I have to double my game,
Yeah.
I have to step up, look for money, look for stuff. How I go take do bros alpha, CEO, I want marry.
So wait, at first you were sure
I was,
that
but there
you
was
could
no
trust
money.
her.
I was sure, but there was no money. But the moment I proposed inside of me, okay, fine, I'm going to do this. Let me just do this before one sharp man will come. See, it is very hard to find a good woman.
Absolutely.
There are so many around, beautiful, good shape, but it is very hard to find a wife. Yes.
Thank you very much. Hold your thought for a moment. Take it easy. Mr. David
Yeah.
Akman.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on the show one more
Thank you
time.
for having me.
So, I'm not having you. So,
I did answer that. I always say something like that. Of course,
Yeah.
I expected.
Thanks
it
for
from
having
her.
me.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
I'm not having you. At what point did you know that this particular woman was your own, made for you, and both of you were going to sail into this long haul together?
And the
What
point I decided that I wanted to do this with her was the point I found the virtues I wanted. First, I know myself. William Shakespeare said, "Man, know yourself." That's one principle that guides my life. Every second I move, wherever I go to, it guides me. I know myself. That's why I can decide who is my friend, or who should be my friend, and who I should walk around with. So, having known myself, I discovered that the best woman for me is a woman that was less emotional.
Okay, so let's see a little of this yourself that you do.
Okay. David is I get angry easily. That's my temperament. I'm a choleric by nature, So I'm this out and out guy, social butterfly who wants to have fun, very adventurous. The popular,
Very adventurous, yes.
yeah, out and out guy.
Adventurous.
I want to try new things. That's just
Oh.
me. Yeah, sure. So I needed a woman that is.
So you're part of those people that wants to eat up from melon and
You want to try new things?
I won't go
You
there.
have to-
I won't talk about that part.
You have to be
Okay,
specific.
so you continue.
So-
so when you know
Yeah,
yourself,
so I discovered that the best person for me is the lady who can manage her emotions, who can stay in check, who is calculative, who is not too out and out like I am, who is willing to manage the home front, who can stay back and hide behind the scene and not want to be noticed like I would love to. I discovered that this girl has these qualities. She's not the type that wants to be seen. She goes back home, does her own in-house things, makes her money, stays behind and doesn't want to be noticed. And I realized that, look, fine, this could really help me. And then when I'm doing my excited thing, I'm out and out there, making friends, mingling, she's inward, minding her own business and drinking water, minding her business, So and I said, okay, fine, this could do well for me, this could go well. But the point I realized that I am stuck in this is the point that we had our misunderstandings, we quarreled, we splitted, we went our separate ways for two times. When I was saving in Jos, that was about 6 years ago, we had a major breakup. And I told myself, look, this one don't gas.
I know to do it.
It don't finish.
I know once.
At this point, I knew we were done.
Okay.
But I told myself, I used to pray back in the day with a colleague of mine that was saving together.
Oh, you no longer pray now.
I still do, but
Okay.
I prayed more then.
Okay.
So
Now you have someone praying for you.
We pray together.
Okay.
So I
Continue.
told her, my colleague while saving, please, I need to pray with you. We need to decide on something, because at this point, it's either I and this girl go our separate ways or we end up together. We are in these two extremes. The person prayed with me and said, God, if this thing is not going to work or is not meant to work, kill it. That was a prayer, very simple prayer, no much talking, straight to the point. God, if this thing is not going to work, kill it. And my wife had someone else. While we had a major breakup, she had
Okay.
a guy
Yeah, sure.
who was living abroad,
You see?
Oh.
who wanted to marry her, but she wasn't still sure. They were doing their thing, they were having fun, but there was not this strong connect. She was not managing to see if it could work while I was away in just saving. So throughout this period, we were still apart, and at some point, as Providence will have it, we got back together. And when I came back from service, we now got back, and I realized that, look, if the prayers had worked, and I told God, if this thing would work, kill it. He never killed it. So I discovered that as I came back, the feelings became stronger. We were a bit more bonded, and we saw the future together, and that was just it.
So this thing people used to say that God spoke to you about who to marry.
Yeah.
Really?
Who speaks to who?
God.
I don't believe in that.
Do you? Does God speak to you about
Yes.
your choice of partner?
Yes,
How does it do that?
Well, he may not necessarily say it to you like
With a strong voice.
my son, this is
Hey.
your wife. No,
There is no white cloth.
there's this conviction that you have
Good.
inside of you.
Good.
Conviction.
Yeah, sure. You just have it, and that's him speaking to you.
And that is,
We all have spirits, different spirits.
Yes.
So he could pass through your spirit and say,
Yeah.
fine, this is it.
and Daddy, I think what I would say to that is that, add to that is the fact that God has given every man the gift of sound judgment.
Yeah.
As long as you're a human being and you have a conscience, you have a brain, you can think straight, you're mature in your mind. There is what is called the gift of sound judgment given to every human being. Most of us tend to ignore that gift. We play down
So
with
that
it.
is God speaking to you.
Yes, but I don't believe that is God speaking.
It is God.
God has enabled me already to decide things for myself.
So
he says,
it's about
yes,
you.
he says, he who finds a wife. He did not say he who I give a wife to. Or he who I show a wife.
So ultimately the power lies within
Yes,
you.
the last man God gave a wife to was Adam. Remember?
Okay.
Adam accused God of giving him a wife.
I didn't end well.
Yes, he said, God told him, Adam, where are you? He didn't tell him, what is your sin? He said, where are you? Adam said, the woman you gave me. What's it concern woman you gave me and your sin? What's it concern that one? But he said, the woman you gave me. So God felt, oh, so I'm stupid to give you a woman, right? Okay, now you guys go find your wives. So he said, who he who finds? So
Well, we need open church.
my brother, judge well. Look at the girl well.
Yeah, sure.
Think critically and pick your wife. God won't give you a wife.
Okay, so what was your checklist before getting married to her? Before choosing her?
Okay, well, I said first, she should be able to take care of my home. She should be able to manage my children and my finances. And, there's this sensation I have anytime I want to have fun. It has to be there.
Yeah.
I saw it. And fair ladies. My love
Wahala.
for fair ladies. So I saw her light-skinned, fine,
So it was your spec.
specular.
He follow. See, he
She was
follow.
my spec.
He follow.
Okay.
She was my spec, and very, very industrious. She has something doing even when she is a graduate. She has something to back up what she studied in school. And I knew, fine, if I go into this stuff with this person, I won't regret, I won't fail in marriage. So I saw those things, not too much, one or two, I'm done.
Yeah.
What about you?
Perfect question. Checklist. As I said before, man, know yourself, my guiding principle in life. I wanted a woman that was less emotional, who could think and act independently of me, whether I'm there or not. Who can think like David, act like David when he's not around. And then I wanted a woman that had a solid upbringing, whose parents knew what they were doing, disciplined parents, who gave her a strong background. 3, I needed a woman that was industrious, who had what to do, so that she can support herself first before supporting me. Then the 4th thing, I needed a woman that, okay, industrious, God-fearing, from a good home, emotionally very stable and less emotional. That was the most basic part I wanted. And then physically, I love busty women. I love dark busty women who have, yes, basically that.
I marked myself.
Yeah, I don't care whether you're tall or short. As long as you're busty and you're dark, I love that. So, and I love chubby women actually. So I found my wife to be that. I was physically attracted to that part of her. And
Okay.
that was on the physical side. But the marriage is just 10% of the whole business.
10%.
Yes. The bigger thing is 90%, which is virtue. Because the physical thing could die. What if her breast is cut off tomorrow? What, won't you marry her again? So what if she gets lean tomorrow? Won't you marry her again? A lot of things come into this picture. So
Why are you laughing like that?
A joke.
he choked now. So I discovered that this physical thing is just 10%. And although it's important, you can't play down on that. I saw it. And I found the other virtues. And then I was good to go.
Okay, so there's something you said during your introduction that a woman should have a plan B.
Yeah, sure.
That's kind of, that sounds like a woman should have another boyfriend while
Alternative.
having an alternative. So
Yes.
you're endorsing multiple partners while in a relationship?
Understand me, Sebastian.
Very
Yes,
well.
sir.
Having a plan B doesn't mean you're into this person. You're serious with this person. Just someone, just hi friend.
Hi,
You know,
hi,
Yeah,
friend.
sure, hi friend. You have your hi friend aside from your relationship. I don't know if you have one, but I'm sure you have one.
Of course.
Aside this other person, you get people with
Uncle, stay on your
where
lane.
they follow you up now.
Stay on your lane.
Those high ambassadors,
Yeah,
high
sure,
ambassadors.
sure.
You know, you have to give someone a chance also.
Yeah.
You know, while you're still with this person, he's not your husband yet.
Of course.
If you're not married, instead of you're single.
You're single. Oh.
No two ways about
Nobody
it.
lie you.
Whether they date, they don't put you ring, they don't kneel down, give you say,
They're not
will you
discussing
marry
your
me?
head.
They don't tie one knot for your head. You're not married, you're not married.
single.
He's not your man.
You're single.
So while courting, while dating, have a plan B. Have someone you can talk to. When you're heartbroken, you can call this person. Fine. Hey, they how far? Say, this guy don't wound me. Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, oh, no vex. Oh.
And that's the guy you
understand?
run to if this other one
Beautiful.
fails.
You call it bestie sometimes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you endorse bestie.
I was trying not to use that bestie thing because they've abused that bestie
Yes,
thing
yes.
in this town.
Yeah, sure.
They've abused it.
How?
Bestie before you know. Now, later.
Person
So
don't
you
carry
know,
belle, wahala gas,
so you know,
area scatter.
I've deliberately refused to use that bestie.
So you
Yeah.
guys need to pick
Have-
a fight too. If you're calling, if you're saying somebody should have a plan B, a plan B is also a solid plan.
It takes a mature mind to have a relationship. Relationship is not for boys,
That's
not
right.
for children.
That's right.
It takes a mature man. Also know that this person you're dating, you're going out with, also has admirers.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I won't fight because some other person is calling you. I won't. I want to try my best. They shoot my shot. I won't take one. I want to be the number one. Anyhow, I won't take one. I won't make you. You know
feel
that
me?
fine. I meet day. So with that, she will be convinced. If she loves me, fine. Okay, this guy don't try. Make I deal with him. But if she doesn't, fine. She goes the other way.
You
So-
keep saying something about a woman that's less emotional. Do you think women are so emotional like that? Why was that in your checklist?
It was in my checklist because I knew I was the extreme guy. I was the out and out socially active guy, the butterfly kind of thing who wants to go everywhere. If I go to any place, I just love being noticed. It's just my nature. I'm a choleric plus a sanguine put together.
Okay.
So you know what that means. So I needed a woman that will draw me back. Hey, Oga, shh, shh, shh.
So why didn't you marry the other ladies that you had things to do with? What did they been doing now?
Well, he said something. Man, know thyself.
Yes,
You know, every man knows the woman he wants to marry.
that's right.
So
No man is
From
confused.
day one?
Not from day
Not
one.
from day one.
Not from day one.
upon confirming, you confirm, you know, damn fine. Instead of saying, yeah, we'll marry.
So testing follow for the confirmation.
Sebastian, you have to test.
Eh?
Yes, you have to test.
You know this what
You
Daddy
have
is
to test.
saying.
When I think during my marriage class or something, my pastor asked me, Daniel, have you known her? I said,
I'm off your way.
Pastor, Pastor,
Eh? You said that to your pastor.
I said, Pastor, I have. I can't confirm whom I've not tested.
Say,
How many did you test before you eventually?
That is not your
admitted
business,
to-
Sebastian.
Say.
That is personal.
Say, you know-
but I know. But you lap, have you no lap?
See, you know why?
Sweet, have no sweet?
You know why I like this
You
show?
know?
I like this show because this has given us latitude to be real.
Please be.
There is no pretense here. We are as blunt as possible. See, say, one biggest damaging factor in marriage is sex. Take it from me, whether I like it or not. It is the blatant truth. Many homes have crashed because the husband don't know their jobs or don't do it right. So
Okay, just check last month.
yes,
Over I don't know where I saw that somewhere.
yeah,
where one guy got married to one Hausa lady or something. Their first night of having sex.
The woman screamed.
What happened?
He said his gola is too big.
He's too big.
That he cannot stand it.
What if you had tested her?
You would have known.
Akure.
But in Christendom, those norms are not allowed.
So, and we are Christians, and you
I
say we
understand.
don't respect.
But I'm still a sinner. I'm still a sinner. And
Well,
God understands.
I'm not a sinner.
I am not trying to be a saint. Yeah, I'm not.
You guys.
But I'm being real.
What do you think of fornication? I mean,
Wait,
what do you call
we'll talk about that one. Now, I'm saying,
What's your perfect definition of fornication?
now, I'm saying, what if you're a woman that has a high libido, and your man is the one round man who's just okay with wrong one, and it's okay and it's fine?
And that one round is 2 seconds.
Yes. What will you
You know,
do?
there's how you just see a lady and the thing they
You're already triggered.
Immediately you're
The
just
seconds
in,
you're
wow.
done with the shit, and that ends
And
it.
you're still looking for how to,
So, and
That's
what if the guy is a guy that loves to go 4 or 5 rounds, and you're the one round girl who is just okay with one good round, and you're done? So,
when people can learn things, right? What you can do, you can learn to do
I understand.
Well,
there are things
better.
that you
What
cannot
do
learn
too much,
again.
you can adjust
Beautiful.
to the other person.
And so
I know.
when it comes to having sex, my brother,
That won't joke, man.
I'm looking for how to put this because
Put it the way it is.
I'm a chorister in church. My pastor will give me suspension. I don't know.
If your pastor did not suspend you for having tested your woman before marriage,
I don't know.
think he would
In fact, okay,
suspend
let me
you
just.
for
In fact, let me not go into that. David, it is very, very important to
Yeah,
test
sure.
your partner.
Yeah, sure.
Sebas is very, very important. The moment I tested my wife, baby, I'm sorry, I have to say this. The moment I tested my wife, I had this satisfaction. I just finished the stuff and I slept off.
Who they bad?
It sweets me.
That's all now.
I felt that, that sensation I've always craved for. It was there, and Nashi be this. And one of those things I was afraid of those days, like, now this guy go enjoy this thing. That is a lie.
You know, follow.
That lie. I have to be the one with that here.
And say during my marriage classes, please, they should hear this part. The marriage class chairman was an Efik woman,
Oh,
very fine woman, married to a man for so many years, has grandchildren. She was still looking very sweet, looking very nice.
Very kinky.
She asked me.
you left your marriage class and was looking at the lady.
I wish my wife could be like her at her age. I was wishing so.
She
Now
will, she will.
the woman asked me, whether I've slept with her before. I said I tell you with all amount of confidence, madam, came me name the thing, and I enjoyed it.
Beautiful.
And she, all of them turned their eyes and looked at the sun and they're like, nobody could say anything. I was like, okay, fine. I thought they would tell me, okay, this marriage won't hold, or it's suspended.
What would you have done?
I would have gone
It
elsewhere.
is simple.
And then I told them I had done it, that I enjoyed it. And the woman also told my wife and said, don't deny him 2 things. She said it very clearly: food and sex. Whatever he wanted, give it to him. So it's very important in marriage.
So what I want to ask both of you is to spill some secrets.
Okay.
You know that there are times when a guy is super serious with a girl.
Yes.
And does all the amazing things that a serious person in a relationship should do. Wakes up and prays with you, even from wherever he is. Sends breakfast over, even when you're not asking for it. Helps with work, prays with you. All of those things. But what he just wants is to get a piece of the pie, just a cookie.
Yeah.
How do you tell a lady? How can a lady even differentiate between one that's unserious and one that is serious
That's a big
in this
one.
age where everyone can do all the amazing things?
Yeah. That's a big one. Danny wants to go first.
No, go first. You go first.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay.
So great, guys.
Like I said, there is a gift of sound judgment. Don't be carried away. Focus on the critical aspects of a relationship. Most of us get carried away. Ladies naturally are very emotional. So once those things happen, they can be confused. But as a lady, I keep advising those who are close to me, play down on those things. Look deep into the man. If you look deep, you will notice what is right and what is wrong. But most of us are carried away with all those flimsy things. Someone says you breakfast in bed. Someone prays with you. A devil can pray with you. A bad man can say you breakfast in bed. But you must look, because the things that are bad about him won't be hidden for too long. But most of us look at it and ignore, hoping that it will change in the marriage. It doesn't work like that. Marriage amplifies your strengths or weaknesses. So if you're a bad man in dating, you become worse in marriage. So we must look critically at the important aspects. Play down on breakfast in bed and how nice he is, holding your hand in public, opening the car door for you. Those things are what anybody can do.
Before now, if a guy introduced you to the sibling or the parents,
Yes.
it meant like you are good to go.
Yeah.
Or even the wife.
You're
But
not.
now, looks like it's
Like you said,
different.
people use that to have a taste of the pie.
So how can you differentiate between a keeper and a player?
Mr. Basini, there's this portion of the Bible that says, watch and pray. Watch his character. Is this guy man enough? Can he take care of me? Can he father my children? Pray. Mr. Basini, I don't know, I've not said this, but while I was dating my wife, I was praying fervently. I pray about our marriage every other day for God to, confirm
Yeah.
if this person is my wife. And while you are in a relationship, young ladies, giving your best, yet have a plan B.
Yeah.
Giving your best, have a plan B. Don't fall in love. Just go there and stand.
You do know that if you're carrying two things, there is every possibility that one would fall off.
We did
You
not say
can-
carry the two things
We're not asking
equally.
you to beautiful.
Equally. We never said so.
Beautiful.
So love one. Okay, so you're saying have two guys right now.
You see, it's possible you can love two guys at the same time. It's possible.
Is it?
It's possible.
You don't love one more than the other.
You could, but you could still love one
Would
fantastic
you be
guy.
okay if your woman dated another guy while dating?
Not dated.
In Sebastian, I
Not
told you
dated.
this thing has to do with maturity. It takes a mature mind to run a relationship. As they follow you, some other person is following you.
Yeah. Say,
I have to know that, in
Okay.
Sebastian. I have to know that. Some other person is following you, some other person is also pushing. I won't cut that link totally. I won't ask you not to pick calls. In fact, I'm okay when you pick the calls in front of me. Let me hear your conversation. Let me hear what you tell the
Say,
person.
my wife had a friend in church, just a church guy, who was so good to her. Let me say this openly. There was a day she was on her period. Mistakenly, the period came. She didn't know that she was supposed to flow, and it came out of her clothes. The guy rushed, took off his shirt, black shirt, and tied her.
And you saw that?
No, I was told.
Okay.
And that's someone that would have loved to marry her if he had a chance.
Okay.
He liked, or she liked the guy, while dating me still.
Okay, so since you guys had the kind of women you both wanted to marry,
Yes.
so I'd like to say congratulations.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
So have you ever cheated on your wives?
Whoa, it's never easy. It's never easy. I try to escape that with all my might. Try to escape it. I'm loyal to one woman.
Very loyal.
You know,
You're loyal.
I'm loyal to one woman. That's all I can say.
But you
basically.
haven't answered my question.
I've answered. What do you want to hear again?
That's your answer.
I'm loyal to one woman.
Okay.
Simple.
Well, I need to understand the
Uncle,
the
have
angle
you
of cheating.
cheated on
No, I need to
your wife?
understand the angle of cheating you're coming from. Cheating, I could take calls, the things I will say, I'm cheating on my wife.
And she comes and slaps you and says, "You're cheating on me
You're cheating
because I
on me.
picked the call."
Abi, is it the other one? I
Are
don't
you
know.
people done with dodging?
I'm not dodging. You say, I swore.
Instead of I say, like
I
it,
swore
like you.
allegiance to one woman,
God bless you, my brother.
and I am loyal to that woman.
Loyal.
That is the answer. Yes.
We are loyal to our wives.
Period. Are you not satisfied with that? I want to hear more.
Yes, I want
What
to
else again do you want to hear in
I want to
Seven?
know about the... Aha! It's okay.
Okay.
Does your wives have access to your phones?
No, you don't.
Why?
My phone is a private property. It's personal to me. I don't have access to our own phone.
Are
too.
you not one with your wife?
Yes, I'm one.
So
But
why is your
we
phone
know,
suddenly
we know
separate?
what we
Why are you
know.
looking at me like that?
We know.
Does
See,
your wife have access
Listen,
to
let me
your
No,
phone?
listen. In my house, I have a laid down ground rule.
Which is...
Leave our phones.
Why?
It
When
is
did they inside the
listen,
phone?
what you want in the phone, you will see it. So leave the phone
Ah,
alone.
hey.
Yes,
So if somebody says hi, there's hi honey and I love you. And all
it's
those things
possible.
You can, Insapasi, this is it. My phone is my privacy.
You have yours too.
Your phone is your privacy.
like that. In marriage.
My wife can
Draw
attest,
that line.
attest to the fact that I have not for one day gone to her phone.
I don't go to her
I have
phone.
not checked her phone.
Because you already know
I
you won't do
expect
nada.
No,
Yeah,
not
sure. I
that.
expect you not to check my phone too.
Trust is key.
But what I do is okay. Well, let me say something. While we were dating, something happened, and she proposed. In fact, she swore that she would never check my phone again. Something something
Danny,
happened.
Well,
Insapasi,
she visited your phone.
I
your
had this. That's why it's good to marry a mature woman.
that's right. Your friend.
A woman that is less emotional, just like you said. There was this day I went somewhere. I met some. Okay, let me say I met my wife in church. The same place. Someone was crushing on me, and I don't know if I was crushing on the person too. But something led to something, and we went down. Something happened, and
With the crush.
Yeah, she started sending
You
me
crushed the
messages, how
Sensual
sweet
messages.
I was,
Sensual
how
messages.
how she enjoyed it, leave sensual messages,
Yeah.
how she enjoyed it, how I massaged the matter, all those things.
Can you imagine that?
And those texts were in my phone.
He left it on his phone, man. Can you imagine?
I forgot. I wasn't smart. No forget, women smart past me.
Over.
My FBI.
We don't follow half.
I never knew she was checking.
We don't follow.
All my phones have been okay. Fine, I've been using Samsung, the recent technology, your thumbprint.
Yes.
I never knew she was following my thumbprints, and I would hide. I hid that stuff with one pouch. I never knew she was following it. One night I was sleeping, Sebastian.
He slept off.
12 a.m.
Slumber.
My wife took my thumb,
Open
placed
the
on my
goddamn
phone. Crack, crack, the phone opened. She
Shit.
perused the phone, everything there.
Yeah, walking cops.
She saw the lady. She knew this lady very well. And this lady she would come to her, auntie, but the husband don't monkey somewhere. And so she saw all those things. And I woke up 3 a.m. She was looking at me like this. Like this, and she was crying.
At that point, you could be killed. And that ends the
She
story.
said something to me. See, what if I bring out one knife now and stab you to death?
And that's the
What will
truth.
happen? I said, what happened? And at first, I rushed to my phone. I checked my phone don't off.
Sure.
I know say something don't happen.
You don't press
They
it,
don't
it's okay.
scatter the phone.
Battery.
I didn't know. I didn't know what to say. I don't know. I just went to the kitchen, made tea, just drink, go come out 3 drink.
To cover up the shit that
I
just
knew
happened.
what was there. So she didn't say anything. She left, went to her working place, did every other thing. I never knew she called the other girl to her office.
That's serious.
I don't know what happened. She came back and told me, baby, she started crying. We've gone through this, gone through that. If you have to do this, why here? Why there? You're embarrassing me. I will carry my bowl and give. You even give.
Listen, she brought forth her strong reasons. The Bible says so.
You didn't even take the bowl
Bring
out
forth your strong reasons.
to some other person, some person outside. The
What
same
is wrong
person,
with this, Biko?
the same fold.
Have you not heard what he said? He said, the girl told him, can't you remember all that we have been through?
Yes.
Why this one?
This it struck me. At that point, okay, babe, this will be the last time I'll go to your phone. Let me just allow you. Have conscience, live your life.
That's right.
At that
Conscience, have you had it?
Yeah, we
get
had
them.
it.
You
We had
get
it.
them.
Yes,
I
sure.
get them.
So you've not been cheating. You've not cheated since that time.
Sabasi, I don't know. I have
Why
not
you no
cheated.
fear
I have
answer
not
yes,
cheated.
or-
Sabasi, I have not cheated.
I
I have
not.
not cheated. Bro, Rico, I have not cheated. Sabasi, I have not cheated.
Oh, yeah.
So
Come and come
leave
for
this
this
thing. I'll cocoa it. I have
You
not.
want to die here?
So at that point, she swore that she wouldn't go to my phone again,
Yeah.
and I was very, very careful about what I do with my phone.
Oh,
I'm
it's
very-
not like you're careful
She knows
about
my
how
password.
You live. You're
She
just
knows.
careful
She
about
knows.
the
Listen.
footprints you leave
She
behind.
knows my password, but I bet you my wife won't go to my phone. Not 100% sure, but I don't. But even if she goes to my phone, she won't see anything.
Listen, let's say
Because
what
you're very
I-
careful.
I'm a faithful man. I'm a loyal man, just like we are loyal.
allegiance one to one woman. Is it?
Yes,
See,
Sebastian.
listen. Look at us again. Are we not handsome?
So,
No, wait now. Look at us. Are we not handsome enough?
so
You feel that this fine guy go back out for street, woman no go marry him.
You not go say hi.
Is that what you feel?
So
and
when
when the
somebody
media,
says
we are
hi,
doing media.
he's
No,
coming.
listen,
I'm
we are doing
blushing.
media. Listen, we are doing media business.
so
We are exposed to ladies
see people
on a
every
daily
day.
basis.
and
So
so,
truth is, if a man can sit down and swear just to one woman, that man should be given some thumbs up. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's never easy.
In the midst of 10 men, you
Even
see
if you
500
don't want,
women.
even if you don't want them, they throw themselves at you.
must you accept?
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
We have chosen the ones we want to stay with,
and
we have stayed with them.
with that one.
Yes.
Let's
And we are
end the
still
show.
staying with them. And we will
Let's-
stay with them forever.
Let us end the show. Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
So continue. I doubt if you're done with the show. Continue.
You don't think Thunder will fire the two of you?
Thunder how? Thunder how? Thunder how?
Okay, so your word of advice to ladies who are in relationships. That will be our parting shots for this particular episode. Before we end for this particular episode and come back another time, your word of advice to ladies in relationships
Yes.
who are hoping to get the ring and the man and the heart of the man.
Sebastian, like I'll tell my daughter, my own daughter, which I love very well, I'll tell her, giving your best, yet have a plan B. Giving your best, pray, have a plan B. That
Yes.
is it.
Thank you. And you?
Young ladies, as the case may be, learn what men want. Learn what men want. Master what men want. And apply what men want. Men want respect. Men want submission. Men want obedience. No matter who you feel you are, no matter who your parents are, no matter your financial status, no matter how far you've gone in life, learn those two things about men. Even if it's as small as lice, whatever you call it. As a mouse, he wants respect. So learn those three things and then give it to men. And then if you can do that, you can use the man anyhow you want. Men are simple to manipulate and use. Just give us those three things and we are good to go.
Thank you very much. I promise that the next time we're on the show, we'll begin from what men want.
Fantastic.
What men want, beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
See you next time.
Thank
You so much for being part of the show today, being part of this particular episode. Click the next link and watch the next video and be part of what we do. If you liked what we talked about, you have a contribution or a question, kindly leave it in the comments section. And please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel or liked my page on Facebook, kindly do so. The address is right here on the screen. Thank you for being part of us. I am Sebasi Valentine, and stay passionate. Bye bye now.